Good morning, guys. A great morning to you from the realest thing in the world. Yeah, with a Sirac hangover. Here, stop. I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying. I have made considerable amount of effort to change my life. And every once in a while, I give myself a tap on the back. And because of, I can't really tap myself how I want. So I just throw a shot. Preferably Sirac. Yesterday, a partner set up some Pete Sirac to me. I went to Burby's yesterday. And, I'm learning more and more to minimize, drink less. Or not drink at all. I would recommend not drinking at all. But, if I go off track one day, I tell you guys, right? I ain't gonna lie to you about it, because if you're struggling with something and you going through something, and you're looking at me, I ain't gonna play like if I was no saint and look at you and be down on you and I got my shortcomings, right? We're gonna be real. The thing is, sometimes things going on in your life that worth celebrating, right? So there are things happening in my life that I feel good, and you think celebrate. But if you had an option, if you had a choice, or you ask my advice about a choice, no drinking, no alcohol, because I did this morning and me head into right is Monday, but I push in. Because remember, I've already built a frame of mind. Like, I've been thinking to get back on track in 2 weeks. I've been a little off. I'm not consistent, I don't in the office every day, and them kind of thing. And I'm thinking to myself, give yourself 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm telling myself that. And this morning, I said, fudge it. Get back to work, do what you gotta do. Like, we're doing a lot of restructuring. And from time to time, I tell you guys I'm going to do this, and we're doing some restructuring at TBN. We're doing some things, but it's not a pace. I haven't set a pace. We're looking at things, how we can make more money, right? But I have not set a pace. I need to set a pace. This is what we need to do. Set a pace and be consistent every day. You take down one thing. Just paying people get issues out of the way, wherever, every day. You take down one thing. Pace, right? That's something you could relate to in your life. So I want to share something with you guys. And this is so I came across this picture being used by this guy here is Mr. Light. He's the head of the teachers union. And the next individual is Priya Manichan. Now, attacks are being met out against Mr. Light. Well, we've always said, by now, the teachers union has a political narrative. The teachers should know that by now. They have a political narrative because they seem not to ever be satisfied. Or you could see the teachers union as act like the PNC. Like, you can't get things done with them. They're right and they're always catching, right? And you now see why so. So agreement, obviously collectively, an agreement was come to. Let me see what that agreement looks like. So the agreement stated salary increase 10% for 2024, this year, 8% for 2025, and 9% for 2026. It fluctuates there. The increase will be, these percentages will be adjusted if a higher percentage is offered to the public servants. So this is fixed, what the teachers are going to get, but it could be adjusted. and not downward, upward. If public servants are getting more, teachers will get more. Remote area incentives. Teachers will receive $23,000 monthly for remote area incentive, an increase of 156% from November 2023 from just $9,000. Holders of doctorate. These teachers will now receive $32,000 monthly, an increase of 7% monthly. Holders of a master's degree. These teachers are to receive $22,000 monthly, an increase of 120% from November 2023. Holders of postgraduate diplomas. These teachers will now receive $7,000 monthly, an increase of 17%. Holders of certificate in education. These teachers will now receive $5,000 monthly, an increase of 25%. Holders of certificate in education management course. Teachers will receive $5,000 monthly based on the proposed agreement. Station allowance is a $5,000. Handling allowance of $5,000. Payment for, and you have some teachers will be collecting multiple amounts of money. This is not just salary increase. This is the incentives, of which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you have 15 incentives here, not all applying to every individual teacher, just for clarity, before you feel each teacher getting 15 incentives. Duty-free concession, 50% increase in the number of duty-free concessions being granted annually to teachers from 100 concessions to 150 concessions. This is in addition to policy that all teachers who hold a substantive appointment as a senior master mistress or above with 3 years of retirement have not received a previous duty-free concession are entitled to the duty-free. It's a lot more. Scholarships, for 50 to 100 scholarships of teacher annually. Reemployment after retirement, teachers and salary increase. All non-graduate teachers, TS 1A to TS 5B, irrespective of their status, will be paid 2 additional increments on their salary after 3 years of continuous service. Clothing allowance, $8,000 to $15,000, 88 increase. Now, you see all of that, and then this picture comes up, and this guy takes a bashing. Now, this picture has nothing, is not directly related to the agreement with the teachers. This is the head of the teachers union, and this is the education minister having a light moment. And when you see these people and you ask yourself, who are the racists in this country? You see, because what does it mean? Now you imagine they take the picture to be the man's sellout. If pre-husband was a stupid man, he could have think stupid and think like my wife got another man. Look at it. It's just a light moment between professionals. And you're the education minister. This banner making your life a living hell, the union that is a head a part of. You understand? A light moment. You're laughing. You're gaffing. A light moment card. They're spinning it out there. What, if you is she husband, we used to think. We used to think if you is she husband. It's ignorance. And when you look at people like McDonnell and the opposition leader, you know who are the racists. Because 2 adults having a light moment, 2 professionals, by not adults, professionals, who are at it publicly. This is the education minister. She has to keep everything in check, make sure the children get the education, make sure the teachers get the money, build the latrine, them, what everybody done. what kind of relationship you think she should have with Mr. Light, the head of the teachers union? It's just a light moment. Nobody is sellout. Nobody. You ain't got to be a racist to be a part of politics in this country. Like in the PNC, you got to be a racist. You need to be a racist. Like the criteria for being a part of the PNC or the criteria for carry out PNC ideology is you got to be a racist. This is the only thing I can understand what the problem is with this picture. How you dealing with somebody? That banner does make she life a living hell as it relates to the teacher. Is months teachers that put it bad? Back and forth kind of problem. And we could meet and shake and agree on something and put that behind we back. You can smile around and be a smiler around, and I mean, look at the incentives that the teachers get. Look at what they've gotten. You got good relations so we come to something. We can't negotiate with hate. He is coming on behalf of the teachers. Most of which, by the way, obviously are supportive of this government, or they'd be mad not to support this government. Unfortunately, the body that they're a part of is a political tool infiltrated by McDonald. It's sad that is what it is. You gotta ask yourself, who's the real racist them in this country? So, I want to share some experiences with you. Just back from the interior, I spent the weekend in the interior. Saturday night I came back. I saw this video. This video was on the internet, and only the idea telling you guys when I was at Mabura, I was telling you about the hardships people go through in the interior. You could only experience it. You gotta go in there, you gotta experience it, you know? It's not easy, but it's life. So I'm in the mining pits, and so we did some recordings. I did some explanations, and Robbie's gonna put together a nice video for you guys, and show you what's going on in the pit. And I told you, because it dawned upon me the effort people make to do better in life. You understand? Now this, we're watching at here, there's a man foot there. There's a man foot. Unfortunately, he get catch in a certain manner that he became crushed under this ATV. Here was the funny thing. That same day, I'm riding an ATV in the bush. Under worse circumstances than that. Only to be sent this video of a man losing his life. Now again, I know I into extreme sports, but specifically at ATV, I did not need to ride. Yes, I could be safe in my pickup or my car. But I in the interior, riding. And what really dawns on me? It dawns on me and reminds me of the opportunities that I have and that I need to cherish and do the best that I can do for the people. Simple, simple, simple. When I look at this, I don't know the man. I don't know who he is. But I know that I have a new lease on life. Every time I experience things on a daily basis that remind me of the importance of the small things. Yesterday I was discussing about the small things in life. Like what I look forward to. Yesterday I went to Borby's for sit down with a friend and Regular, the same thing I could do in any rum shop. I could do anyway. I could go to hard rack by myself. Fortunately for me, I've got good people in my life. Not now, I've always had people in my life who have tried to make themselves purposeful to me. There are instances people just come along and you don't need to have them in your life. There are some mistakes that's happened. But for the most part, all my friends and everybody who have been around have contributed in some way, shape, or form to me being who I am today. And I want you to, when you see the loss of life, when reality hits you, don't just look at it and get emotional and just forget it. Let it impact you in a manner that you can change your life for the better. Try it. Try looking at other people's experience and think, look, I have an opportunity. I'm here. I'm going to do better. Look at this video.
Terrible. This this is the road coming on to Rubero. You see, you know the way. Coming on from Phillip Junction there for the Range Junction. Coming down, there's the you know the turf by this rocky place. Yeah, there's by the rocky place where you see just turn upon a slant like he come down with a speedboat. This way he end up. There's it. Terrible body. Man get some cankles, some drinks. As you could see, there's some drinks here, some you call it? Some Brazilian drinks, man, sweet drinks though. And some flour, rice, cankles. And this way the man body there, buddy. See where the man, this way his foot end up on the brake side. Yeah, front brakes. And let me show you at the back. Underneath the bike now, this Wagwan. This is Wagwan. See? This is how the bike situate. And this way the man helmet end with his head. Underneath the bike that dead. I like it to say. You see how this bike cock up? See how this bike cock up? This is the orange tree.
So this is the circumstances under which that accident happened. I was not there. What I can tell you, if you got good moderate speed in them thing, right? So this is me, same day, and I'm gonna share the riding, and then I'm gonna share.
Oh yeah.
This is me. This is some serious terrain, buddy. You understand? Hey, morning, mommy.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm alright. What's going on with you?
Okay, how was the trip?
It's okay, ma. Every weekend I go into the gold mines, and I got something. I'm part of something that's going on in the interior.
All right, what part?
Like mango, like when you go into Madhya, you know Mabura? Well, going in, like if you're going to Madhya, on the trail to Madhya, is a mango landing trail.
I hear about mango land, and I should know it, but I don't know because I've been all over the interior.
It would have been, it's about now 6 hours drive from Georgetown. I'll be there in 6 hours when I leave Georgetown.
But be careful, you know how much y'all is up there.
Well, they got myself and partners head up there, but or if other friends and stuff come, it's 2-3 we just go. But the mining operation, remember they got a lot of people there.
Oh, because that's dangerous, you know.
I know, ma. Don't worry.
How everything happens.
No complaints, mommy. Had some sugar and hurts my knee.
And, I don't mind some bananas and vegetables.
I'll set it up today, mama.
All right.
Cool. I love you.
Okay. Bye-bye. Love you too.
Yeah. I come here every day and I talk to you guys. I share my experiences with you. Recently, my life has changed drastically. So, my priorities have changed. What matters to me has changed. And very little things now. I drove all the way to Berbice yesterday to sit with a friend and his family and so on, and chill out in Gaff and all them things. And had nice conversations. And this morning I was dissecting, who said well, who stay how, the different people, what they said, and like a tag name thing, but I better understand of people and why they act the way they act and why they do what they do. I'm reporting on a man losing his life, and I'm talking to my mom. I'm afforded that opportunity. I wake up every morning and get good morning messages from thousands of people who I've never met, but show appreciation for what I do. How do you see yourself in life? What do you want in life? How can you impact on people in your life? Or what effort are you making to be better in life? Sit down and say, well, life is worth living. I can tell you, I notice small things more. Drinking a cup of tea. You look at people like they, oh, you play big, like, you know. You feel a lady sitting here drink tea. And there's this process, how it's done. The tea's brought, and you sit here. And I realized the finer things in life. It's fine. You know, people think it's the quality, but it's the fine, smaller things in life. It really is. And it has a lot to do with the relationships you have in your life and how you mold those relationships. Try to understand people and try to better yourself. I think I have touched the last area in relationships. I've never spoken about relationships before, but I will very soon. I'll go in detail. A book. I said I gotta write a book. So let me tell you what's going on. So y'all know about my alcoholism, my infidelities, my ups and downs and past experiences. And now I'm having a new experience in life where I've made a concerted effort to do the right thing, walk the straight and narrow path. It's not easy. Every day is something trying to derail me and hold me back. You know, it's not me, it's just the things around me. But I realize why. Because you can't change your life. You can't wake up a morning. You can't be a whore. And then wake up a morning and say, here, I changed my life, I confess. And then people watching you and thinking, you is that whore. They can't believe it's possible. They can't believe. But for me, If I am in, I'm all in. For me, it's either 0 or 100. I don't do 50, I don't do 70. Either 0, either I doing or I ain't doing. Story done. So I've chosen a partner, one woman, and this is what I can do, this is how I can do it. You understand? And get serious or thing. And it's opened my eyes to something new. Because consistently I have to prove myself that I'm not now who I was in the past. So my book to men would be advising them. Don't put yourself in a situation, like everything else, don't put yourself in a situation where people don't have trust in you. Trust is a hard thing to build. It's difficult. Where is my phone? Like some little things just come up and I'm thinking, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even have thoughts in my head about other things other than what I'm on now. Like I've never felt more proud within, because I used to be coming here and talking to you guys and talking about relationship. And if you notice, I've never talked about women. I stay away from the, if we beating up people, we beating up people. Yeah, and somebody that was stripping us and all them thing now. Oh shit, you put a video with the girl who says she's the most beautiful girl in the country? In Guyana? You see that? But you should have, you put it, you forget. Yeah, she's the most beautiful girl. With no bati. She don't know in Guyana is okay, No. By what standard? She's the most beautiful girl in Guyana by European standard? No, Guyana, you gotta get bati by. You got to get a little bati. Everybody in Guyana got a little bati. You got to get a little bati, girl. Yes, sir. And your lips got to be original. She lip look like 2 tiger teeth pepper. Wait, man, let go in this thing and get this thing myself. Rabbi, that man's chippiness. He left out the girl with the thing. Pure chippiness is man. I deal with you one time. Yes, trust takes a lifetime to build that. Oh, Jesus Christ, don't talk about that, boy. Don't talk about that. Now when I walk in the straight and narrow path, I can't send that photo. What the hell is this? What photo? Let me see. Oh my God, photo of the man with 2 big Bobby in my phone. How is that? Doesn't make my phone get corrupt sometime, man. So telling you, let me get this thing. Is why come in this phone for you? Link devices. Yeah. So, trust, man. And here, it ain't easy for me, because here why. I thought I could have just come back and wipe this plate clean. No. You have to pay for karma. It's a real thing. Karma is a bitch, boy. I tell Karen's sister, karma. I think karma is where Karen come from. But the bitches them easy. You understand? It ain't easy. Let me hear what's going on. We're going to Juanita.
Good morning, sir. You have a blessed, wonderful day. Be safe and take it easy, okay? I love you so much. I know that you just do your thing behind my back and you don't want me no risk you take it. But I just pray every night and every morning for God stretch his hand over you and guide you and protect you from any harm. Because I don't know if anything will happen to you, if I will survive. Because I love you so much. Have a blessed day.
Good morning, sweetheart. Love you too. I'm telling you. So I would come on this program and I would talk about things in different relationships, and I've got things going on in my life that I didn't feel good about. It ate away at me. Coming here and talking about people and if y'all notice, I stay away from like man and woman thing because I had my own thing going on. You understand? I got my own thing going on. And now, with what I've learned and what I continue to learn, I got to impart knowledge with men. It's important. Here. You can't get the best of both worlds. Can't get the best of both worlds. It's hard. You will start as a young man, you start with one girl. Date somebody, see somebody, invest all your time and energy in this specific person, the one person alone. Players that always end up alone. Because it's a continuous game of hide and seek. It's frustrating. I'm just telling you an experience that has worked out for me, and you gotta buy the book. Critic link up with Desiree. I wish them all the best. What's going on? Oh Jesus Christ! I'm putting Desiree in it now. Yeah, don't do the Japanese. Yeah, don't do that. Next thing somebody catch there, she'll put some legs in there. There you come to work without your hair pull up. What happened? Some woman see she attack she pretty road for me. Jesus Christ. You guys ain't easy. We want to know who is she. Jesus. So, me tell you, my watch left here. Hook up the girl for tomorrow, let me deal with you. Don't let me got a nice thing going on. Hook shop for tomorrow, let me deal with you. But she mouth like two tiger teeth pepper. You understand? I know it's wrong. She ain't got nobody. She's the most beautiful. Like, what the f... Get wrong with you? What you got to take away from that, though, is Guyanese are idle. Because, like, when she talk and then they take a trend, yes, my story is not bashing the girl. Now I remember what my story was about. So my stories, I get a different perspective. I see it different. Because I'm thinking it's the same thing when everybody hollering. Racism. Right? It's with there. And everybody jumping, but it's racism. Like, with there. Like when she says she's the most beautiful girl, you ever been to Sapphire exhibition? You see when them Amrinian come out from all over the country? You see some proper thing you want to know as well. From the Venezuelan border, Saita, we got some Amrinian girl with blue eyes. You want to see them that though. Yeah? This country got beautiful women from start to finish, all height, color, size, and everything. You understand? We got even we little superstars, them Tamika Marshall, beautiful girl. Has always been a beautiful girl. Now a beautiful woman. We got we talking way up there. And the beauties don't come out from the Miss Worlds, them, and I don't know where them gals come. Right? Them is got some catch cow and catchy coo. and Achiku just go and do them thing. I tell you, but they got real beautiful women. You understand? All shape of from black, light skin, Portuguese, Chinese. We got beautiful women here. For she come and say she's the most beautiful. I don't know where they had she. You understand? I don't know where they had she. If you line up on you back, somebody bring she, they put she in the Cybertruck. We got to deal with the Cybertruck people too. Got she in the Cybertruck and if you been on you back, how you will see other women? Eh? How you will see other women when you been on you back, yo? Because there's the thing where we don't catch on. These influencers, it's a hand out people just running about the place there on that kind of shippiness. It's shippiness this dep on. Looking for free food and people carrying them around, you understand? For 2 Facebook likes and all them things. Them things make no sense. Right? This is what clear water. You realize the water got taste? Find out from me where to do water testing and carry the water and get it tested. Test this one because my saliva got done nip on it, right? So it's contaminated. But test this specific water and they got another bottle inside there and test the water. Water is supposed to get taste. Maybe me and thing, but that thing. So let me. This is what going on in the. This is me. This is the Meta Ray-Ban, a video from the Meta Ray-Ban. This is the terrain, and them guys can do a real nice video for y'all. So you can really see what's going on in the bush. I got some videos for sure too. So I got an injury. I got an injury inside here. Like I pulled something or something. So that was a thing. I'm gonna tell you something about sugar too. Yeah, I gotta learn this. It's just some of the terrain. And this is the perimeters of the pit. This is the gold mining area, right? So I just came out of the pit. I'm going back to the camp. So you get a fair idea. The work ground and, you know, this is work grounds.
Who rolling with me? We rolling.
I'm showing you this also. So look at that terrain and look at the terrain where the guy died. You realize there's a lot of risk in everything you do in life. You got to be careful. You got to take it. I'm going to do this again tomorrow. That's just me. And I nearly had an accident. In one of the videos, I nearly had an accident because I was going at a fast rate. I nearly fly off and go in the pit.
And the sun is singeing hot.
Yeah. The sun here. The sun only hot. You feel like you're suffocating. The air hot.
base camp. I'm gonna charge my phone and me. All right. Yes. Yeah, proper son. I go in and
So
yeah.
that is basically a drive from the pit. You can see the pit, and them guys can put together a video. You can really get an understanding. You could watch it over and you know, get an understanding of what's going on. This is a drive. But the dangers in any circumstances are real. So two things you got to do. You got to be cognizant of the environment that you're in and be protective of life. Not fearful, protective of life. Live a meaningful life, right? But you also have to know that life is fragile, and you live to the fullest, because it could be stolen from you anytime. So it's twofold to this thing, because the time is limited. Make sure every moment that you have, you live a certain way. The right way. What is the right way by your moral standard? The Muslims might have a different thing. Christians have a different thing. Catholics have a different thing. But nonetheless, that is what is ingrained in you. That is your belief. And don't falter on your belief structure. Right? So there's another one. This is in the pit, I think.
So this is what the pit looks like. And the goal is coming through. The gravel that is turned into slurry is coming through. The engine is being pushed back.
Let me there's one before this. I think this is the one, and then no, this is when I take over. Oh.
So guys, this is what a water drudge looks like. A mining operation looks like in the interior.
Bear in mind, my hands are free here. So I just click so, and I start, tag, and do my thing. And them man know watching, they want to know is really going on, because who the man talking to? Everybody trying to listen for here is who I talking to, you understand? Everybody was, at this time, everybody in the pit confused. The unconscious is the shades I record them from.
So these two guys are jetmen. They're using water to create a slurry. The slurry going down here, and it's going into this pump here. It's going up there and being pumped to the box where they got mats and everything else to trap gold. This is the Marak engine. You learn a new one there. Here, normally, the jet engines would be working its way in that direction and cleaning all the overburden. Fortunately, now you got excavator, the overburden is cleared out before, and the excavator prepares and puts in place all the necessary material needed. And them guys just gotta create a slurry, get it in there, and then send it straight up to the box. And you got gold. Bear in mind, We're below the creek beds and the river beds here. This is below the Essequibo River. You know, this water is coming in from certain areas. That's because these great walls here, and that is how mining pit cave-ins kill people. If this here was to cave in, it would cover me. Fortunately, these pits are created in such a way, this wall is so big, and we are not working in that direction to get the pit because you're using excavators now. Normally, the jetman would be here, moving the material from here and keep working his way back, and that wall from time to time falls. Now, you want to know, this wall is eroding.
Hold on, so each one of them is about 3 minutes, so this is just a continuation.
But this is what the pit looks like. And the goal is coming through. The gravel that is turned into slurry is coming through. The engine is being pushed by the Marak engine and a pump up there. And I'll show you what it looks like. So you know, easy trail, boy. You see the depth of which the guys are in the pit. It's no play work. But these pits are fairly safe. But like everything else, we had an industrial accident at Providence, where I think would be the safest place in the world. Right? Yeah. And the sun, oh my God, look at me. Look at me, it's killing me. So,
That pissed me off.
this is the box. They're mats, like your door mats, woolly mats here. And the slurry goes through the box. Bricks and things are left on these ripples. And it comes down. And the goal comes out from between the slurry. Yeah. This is what's called your tail end. Oh yeah. Ay, 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 ay. And you don't want to know how hot this place is.
I know.
You see what's holding back? I'm at the top here. And the pit. Look at where the pit is in. Look at where the guys are. Way down there, just holding back parts of the Essequibo River, or creeks that are reaching the Essequibo River. Oh my God. These are experiences I love to share with you guys. Oh yeah.
So I just received information. This was in 2023. Imagine they're using this thing against the man now. This was in 2023. And it was a Labor Day get together. You know, Labor Day, everybody's wear red. And they use this against it by the PNC. Now, PNC we can't ever allow them to come back into government or be around this country anymore. I'm telling you. They're just a waste of time. Now, so Travis Chase and persons like Smelly Smell, extortion is a big thing now. It's huge. So persons like Travis Chase and Smelly Smell, them, like Travis did it more surreptitiously. So he put out a statement that the big branding company, and the biggest branding company, by my recollection, is Impressions. They're other branding companies, but the biggest branding company is Impressions, and they've done extremely well for themselves. It's a family-owned business, and I've known Neil, the founder and CEO for the business, for a good time. I could safely say he's a good guy. You all have experienced Neil's work. When you go to the Building Expo, the creation, the design, the tunnel where you go through. You went to the Building Expo the last trip? You've been up on the top of the thing that where they build all those things? Is the brainchild of Neil and Impressions. So what happens now? If you're a competitive somebody, you could get on to people like Travis Chase or Smelly Smell, and they fashion a story to shy shit when you competitor. This was going on. It happened on several occasions. Travis Chase put out something about a Barbie, a S-equivalent businessman. Nothing of this art. Nothing of this art. They just run with a nice statement like thing, and it got a set of vaguity. They ain't calling name. You understand? Smelly Smell now. Just take it and add pictures to it. Trying to stain people. But it's an extortion. This here is the brainchild of Rickford Burke. It's an extortion ring. This is what they do. They extort money from people. That's how they work. You give them a money, they write a story and try to embarrass, insult, or whatever else people. So remember, a lot of things is but corruption and thing there. And there's some viable things. Sometimes things making sense. But how do they get money? Hello, good morning.
That's how they work.
Turn down the thing in the background then.
Hello?
Hi, good morning. Turn down the...
Good morning.
Turn down the thing in the background there. I try most of the times. I try, oh my God. I could try with insecurities. I could try with alcoholism, everything else. I could try with stupidity. Oh God, don't do that to me. It's a punishment for me. I can't take stupidity. Y'all see with me? I can't take stupidity. Anything. Make mistakes, but stupidity, oh God. Oh God. I can't help it. I can't help it. I've never been able to face. I don't know how to deal with it. And Mina is smartest out of me bunch. Mina too smart. But women know me now and no association with stupidity. So let's read the statement issued by Impressions. And this statement came up after Travis Chase put up on his page some statement about the family of a branding company losing the visas and that kind of Chinese, some Colombian connection, whole heap of thing. The man just cook up anything for the highest bidder. If you got a little money, you could get Travis Chase and Melly Mel, Rickford Burke, and never do anything. Post up anything on the page. It's a blight. You understand? So, statement was issued by statement by Impressions regarding Facebook post made by Melissa Ann Atwell, Melly Mel, purporting to connect CEO of news article posted by Travis Chase. Impression noted with grave concern of a Facebook post made under the name Melissa Ann Atwell, Melly Mel, on August the 23rd, 2024, that attempts to associate the business CEO and his family with an article posted by Travis Chase on Facebook. And this is how they work. They work in tandem. So they would know. Travis now tried to bring credibility from the news perspective. So he write up a grave, a vague story. Large branding company, and which other branding company, nigga? Impressions is the #1 branding company in Guyana. The experiences you've had is at Expo brainchild. All the big signs that you see, you can't miss it. You see the orange buses them with Impressions and the iguana. You ever see any other sign with the iguana? This is Impressions. All them fancy flags and all them, they was there all about the place. A lot of times it's them. You have other branding companies. But if you look at what's going on, you look at the competitors. Look at the other day when a new banner started selling a little seafood. And then you start hearing bad reviews about the grill. It's consorted. They plan these things and you use social media. It's a business. It's just that it gone criminal now. Instead of everybody advertising to the best of their ability and producing service and you know, that people could draw people, everybody trying to pull everybody down. I think the easiest way is for pull you and shy you to the back. Compared to we face off with one another and be competitive and be better, all we grow and be better in we services. So no. Shy shit on that one and then so you could get out and Travis chase them and so what the program, how it works. Travis Chase now wants to operate surreptitiously, so he moving right a vague story. He ain't call nobody name and this and that. Who the cap fit wear it? That's the game he playing. Smelly Smell now, she done the damage up she whole life. Yes, and you see she and Morwat now saying is she and then they put out something how they was working together for getting likes and this way man. You read all what they you can't you want no association with them. It's madness. And if you look at less and less traction they get in with the page, if you go to the page, you realize people ain't really into these kind of things because people seeing it for what it is. So Travis would come now for try to bring it credible, like it's credible news. And then Smelly Smell do this smear campaign now and add pictures with the family pictures and that kind of thing. Right? That's how they work. All them is a set of extortionists. The purported connection is completely false, misleading, and could only have been contrived to harm the reputation of the business CEO and his family. Impressions would like to assure the public and its clients that the claims made in the post was completely untrue, fallacious, and devoid of merit. Impression is committed to delivering service to our clients with utmost efficiency and effectiveness while maintaining a high standard of accountability, transparency, integrity, and professionalism. With a long history of over 32 years in business and a staff complement of over 100 employees, Impressions has dedicated its investment in business and strategies to create a platform for companies, small businesses, and NGOs to reinvent and build their brand with confidence. Impressions has instructed its lawyers to review these posts with the view of taking legal action necessary to protect Impressions, its CEO, and his family from any further malicious, erroneous publications in the future. Impressions should not have had to do this, but this is the reality of the society we live in, where people feel getting up would be better done by pulling someone down. Right? But it's not uncommon. Like if you look at Travis pages, there's what they do. And it's a plan thing, a set of people working together. Daggy highly into credit card fraud, Smelly Smell, the same thing. Credit card fraud is a collusion. Because what do they do? Like I could tell you what you see. Right up and I've been in the gold mines this weekend. Today them guys going, we study how we could make some more money, how we could bring in advertisers, how we could put brands all about the place. Today them by going and take out pictures with crane or Farderton Grove crane and some of the other cranes because we're doing crane rentals. We have started doing crane rentals. Right now Michael is putting up a steel building in not too far from Hilton, just a corner away from Garnet Street. My big son. And the crane came from a work site where he's putting up a steel building there too. I know, you know what I do to get money. You know what I do to get money. We know what Impression does to get money. They're the biggest branding company. Can Travis Chase and Smelly Smell and Rickford Burke, people of these ilk and their cohorts, come and say how they get money? Can they tell anybody? No, they can't tell you. Because this is what they do. They shake down people. And they live life. They're fraudsters. What else do we have to cover this morning? So there's an article here. Kaieteur News had an article. It came to my attention. World Bank. As Guyana increases oil production yearly, citizens depend more on overseas relatives for financial help. Amidst revamp, so where is the migrants? Grew in an estimate 3.6% overseas help. So can you tell me who the Venezuelans around the world depend on? Can you tell me where the Indians or what the Indians in America do with their money? Can you tell me? Can you tell me the Africans, the Jamaicans, the Trinidadians? The World Bank and Kaieteur News bullshit stories. It's bullshit. Because what has happened in recent years, the dynamics of what America was about has changed. But one thing has been consistent. People have always been there for the opportunity to take back the money. America is no longer pulling people. Who is going to leave America now, leave Guyana now, for going to become an American citizen? Guyana is the new frontier. So for Kaieteur News to take a story and twist it, more people getting money from outside. What's the purpose of going to America for get money in the first place? What's the purpose of going to America for get money? Hello, good morning. Hi, good morning.
Morning. I don't know how you look at this thing when it comes to the different ethnic race in this country, right? The mentality of the different races in this country is different. Now, an Indian man will invest his money in his children and try to get up in the business, right? Mm-hmm. No criticism, no thing, but whereas on the other side, you will find the other thing, invest in some other, a big gold chain around the neck and name brand because a fancy clerk, and at the end of the day, they at one standstill point.
Let me advise you. So you can't know what you don't know, but I will educate you now. So what you're saying there is for the most part not true. So I'm not saying you're lying. For the most part, that is not the case, because it does not have to do with a genetic trait. So very early, from the PNC days, the PNC choose to guide its people down a certain direction, and that was education. So the black man, as you might not want to say, has invested heavily in education, because even my mother, who was for the most part guided by black thought, the PNC thought process, and black thought because of the association. My father's a black man. So always told me that education is the key to success. Unfortunately, that is not the kind of discussion that is had around the Indian community. And I start by saying you can't know what you don't know, or you can't do what you don't know. So what you're saying there is what you see. But by far, even in the, you know why it is mostly blacks who are now in the oil sector? Have you walked through all those big bonds, and have you looked at the rigs and see who, if they got 100 here? Me know how much, I guess I got about 6,000.
Yeah, I noticed that, right?
Well, they got 6,000. Well, they were telling you 5,000 is black people. You know why?
Yeah.
They got more educated. The black people have educated themselves more than the Indian people. Story done.
Yeah. Right.
You have chosen as an Indian man, or Indian people have chosen a path that has afforded them more economical or financial gain. And where the real rift comes from is when a man watching over at you and saying, man, watch how much you got. But remember, you ain't go forget. You can't, when you take your education, you guarantee a certain amount. There's no limit as to how much money a farmer could make. There's no limit as to how much money an entrepreneur could make. But I could tell you, doctor, lawyer, accountant, clerk, wherever, in any place, a professional, they got a threshold. You can't pass the amount. CEO, you can't pass the amount. You understand? So, if you choose education, or professional, a professional path, I could tell you how successful you will be financially. But if you say you want to become a farmer, an entrepreneur, I can open a business, the sky is the limits. The problem we have in this country is one set of people watching the other set of people, man, watch how much you have got. But you are not on a path to get. The sky is not your limits. If I could tell you how much you will get, you go to the Ministry of Labor. The Ministry of Labor have a document telling you what's the threshold for certain people. When you hire a clerk, when you hire this body, it got a threshold.
Yeah, exactly. And you get a normal DPM.
Right? So I can't DPM. So I can't agree with you with what you're saying, that although what you're saying is a matter of fact, many and too many, but maybe you look past it because of the circumstance you're in or you're noticed. But I'm telling you, the Indians, them, just like that too.
Let me go back. Let me just go back a little bit in the early 80s and the early 90s. What has happened? What happened in Guyana with the Indians and the black? The Indians spend more investment on the kids. You know, a piece of time this backtracking going for go overseas was hundreds of $1,000s. And back then, the Indians who fight themselves, you know, I need to get my child over there, pay backtrack on something, you know, and spend the money on their children. And come to a point like today, those same Indians who invest in their children and send them overseas, a day like today, they are the one who get it back, reaping the benefit now.
In terms of remittance?
I read an article on Kaieteur News. I see you pull up the
World Bank report.
Yeah.
You're talking about remittance? No, but here, across the board, I don't think Indians send back as much money as blacks. I can tell you though.
those send back, but as much they, and if you check this, some of my friends them who think they come back in Guyana, invest.
Well, yes. No, but if you choose here what I'm telling you. Here why, you know, I was like you 5 years ago, 3 years ago, right? And that is because I had not become immersed in this society and what's going on enough. You could be blindsided. You're not wrong, or you're not trying to be malicious, but you could be blindsided. Here why. So the question is, does the egg come before the chicken, or the chicken come before the egg? So we've not had a fair society. But some of us have chosen, for the most part, because by design, the blacks have chosen the public service for the most part. Now they're enlightened, and they're going after entrepreneurship. We got more black contractors than any other time, black entrepreneurs than any other time. So that's growing, that's changing. The dynamics of how and who does what changes in this country. But moreover, you're looking at the economics, and you're thinking, you know, the Indians have the money, and we talk about the country and the development. But you can't leave out the fact that the infrastructure, the things that you thrive on, the people who are behind the scene getting your taxes, and we ain't talking about perfection, right? We're talking about who doing what. It's like art here. It's like in a relationship. If you watching your wife, you got a puss, you want she get on part of cake, and she start ramming it for what you want to do? You want to keep your lowly and let she keep your pattern, and we try to figure out how we make this thing work, or you want jealous she forget a puss too? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me apply race to sex. So you're living in a society, you're making money, but when you call, for the most part, when you call for protect your money, it's a black man you used to call. Just come with a gun, they call the policeman. We ain't talking about perfect. Even them police are all of them contributors, right? Let me say that correct. We ain't talking about perfection. But we're talking about the fact that in this society, this we you just depend upon. When your belly hot you, your head hot you with all your money. For the most part, it's only now the dynamics change with Indian and American nurses, but it's a black nurse. Most likely it's a black nurse deliver you and your picnic. You understand?
Yeah, sorry,
so we can't look at ourselves as equals. What you representing is when they come in and we face now, man, you not give me or you get more than me. Man, relax yourself. You choose the part. You understand?
Yeah.
Nurses don't get more than so much. You're gonna get a house, you're gonna get a car, but you ain't gonna get nothing more. It's people who run after money gets money. Professionalism or a professional path affords you a fixed thing. It don't go over certain thing. You're gonna be crying about cost of living for the rest of your life. You understand? Me, I choose me destiny. So I'm saying, let me look at it holistically. The man with the cross and the bus. Like wasn't an Indian thing all the time, you know? The man who running the ferry. How much ferry captain you think is Indian? The ferries that been carrying you across to Suriname, the ferry that carry you across the Rosignal, Barbich River, the ferry that carry you across Vini Hoop, Essequibo. How much of them you think is Indian? I could tell you, none of them. You understand? And you know, as the empowered Indian coming down with your load and your truck, but you fail to realize that is a black man there behind the scene making you think, making partner. So what we gotta do is we gotta deal with items as they come. When I'm a rush, I say, why they shut your mother cunt? You understand? You talking stupidness? You make sense? You choose the part, but not an Indian black thing. We are who we are. Like here, you could watch and talk where you want to talk. Barbados. You hear what I'm telling you?
Yeah,
Hey, Indians could hold up and say, we contribute and we do this and we do that. But they were telling you, one of the most efficient places you could go to, service and everything else, the way the people move, the way the people think and everything. And they were telling you, from the airport, everything black. They were telling you, the police, the immigration, they ain't got nothing mixed there, everything black. And when you land there, you feel like you're in a different place. It gives you a different perception. Or some people land there and play like they want to see. Because people want to give the impression like black people got a problem. Well, I can tell you, 1 hour away from here, right? You land at the Barbados airport, you see something different. Because everything is them. The whole public, everything is them. The police, the immigration, everything is black people. And efficient, reliable, dependable, everything that could consider to be stellar. When you go to Barbados, if you ask a Barbados, he got some problem with these people. He ain't satisfied with what's going on. Like all human beings, we got shortcomings. But if we are going to build a nation, we got to look past. Like, just looking at this picture, right? Just looking at this picture with the education minister, this tells you we're looking past. Because the education minister, she is, by the way, a lawyer by profession. You understand? And have chosen a certain path. This man here choose a path. The two of them fixed in the thing.
No, I was gassing with a finance person. He's working in a bank, right? I asked him. He said, if you want to see the mentality of the different people that we have to deal in society, get 3 people. Get one Buckman, get one black man, and get one coolie man, and put $1 million each in their hand, and see the mentality that our generation is in right now. The mentality that we have when it comes to
Again, hear what I'm telling you. Hear what I'm telling you. Again, it is limited to your experience. If you're not immersed or well versed in the field, and this is why I'm stopping you, right?
Yeah.
No. If you have never been to the Rupununi, you understand what I'm telling you? No. You watch my program.
Yeah, I just watch the program every day, man.
Have you heard me talk about Mikey and Dacia at Mabura?
I can't recall.
No, well, here.
Early, so I catch it later.
No. When I did it played yesterday, Saturday morning program, I was at Mabura.
Oh, yeah.
When I was showing the hotel and all them thing now?
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, again, if you're limited, you understand? This is a Amerindian woman. She got a husband. She husband mix, right? He's Amerindian and Indian. But this is a woman that packs up a jeep. You understand? Load a jeep with goods and drive through the trail and go there.
Yeah, I think I know she.
They see her, yeah. You understand? So, when we gonna make these labels and people say a hand, because I can tell you if your hand, they see her. $1 million. She knew how to take it and make $10 million. But it's who we talking about. So people have had experiences, but I could, if you go to San Reef, like you would hear the stories about the church boys. Young black boys were like thief. You know why it is predominantly seen that blacks like the thief? It is because of maybe a moral breakdown or unique moral understanding of the black.
Bro,
let me tell you, a black mother wouldn't necessarily uphold certain things. Although a lot of them, they're in the part because of Christianity, eh? So they know the difference between wrong and right. And not only that, the black doesn't have the money to cover up the story. The Indians, them, they thieving gone to different levels. Like, it is very difficult to find a black man who's educated and wealthy at the same time, who you could convince to steal something.
Exactly.
You know what I tell you? Well, I tell you. At the drop of the hat, you could find an Indian man that would take 12 million Hilux and go thief a cow in a Baghdad. I go thief fuel and them thing though. You know what I tell you? So, this is things I know. They got a man named Fire. I think he get life sentence. The Scully Fire. From Skeldon area somewhere. He just get a life sentence. He and somebody. They live in a big house, got everything. And who you believe he is? He's a pirate. He's drive out park, jump in a boat and so, and go and kill people when he high sea and thief engine and them thing though.
Oh, them, I think it's five of them get sentenced.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
So when we're talking, people didn't know what happened. The Indian woman does run and bail his son. The black woman ain't got the money for bail his son. He go into jail. So you notice he's a thief. You understand? If you go, the biggest thieves in this country as it relates to thieving parts, they're called the Saltfish Gang. They're from Sanreef, Annandale. Is the mother, the son, the grandmother, everybody is thief. Them is Indian. The biggest thieves of battery and vehicle parts is a group, a family. There's a family business. You know what I tell you? I meet a lot of black people that son and two brother thief or gangsters, so it's called, right? But I've never met such a large family. I'm telling you, everybody's thief. Baby. They would take a baby and put it through a little window, 2-year-old, 3-year-old. I see they do that for thief battery. Put it through a window and the baby gonna open your door and they jump in. Baby. The first thing baby learn to do is thief, not even walk. Saltfish pass, you know, I can't say nothing about that. Everybody know them. You understand? A man gonna lie down under you vehicle. Next thing you excavator started it gone. Quick. Indian. But what me for say? Indian is the biggest thief. It so happened that this crew come about. You understand?
Yeah, what I feel we should get a change in this term of not only teaching our generation to make money. We should also have introduce a new subject in the school, financing, and
I hear. I have simplified it. I agree with you on that. I've simplified it to simplify it to ways of living. We have to have a new curriculum called ways of living because I don't think people know you gotta wake up.
Just teaching people to make money. We're teaching our generation to make money, but do we teach them how to spend it? Right? And like one article might say that anybody could make a fool could make money, but it takes a wise man to spend it. Right? The value of spending. And that's the problem in society today.
Let me look at it, bro. Here, I can take my leave now. I think we've had a good conversation and I like them things you bring up because a lot of people can got it in their mind, but they don't see it or they can't see it objectively. You understand?
Right? You check. A few of my close friends who I work with in the Buffett company, they're working on the rig right now, right? Some of them work, they make a money and they move away. They invest in a little shop in Linden, they buy a 2-car, invest in a taxi, right? And some of them still working and everybody working for the same money, right? So if we could find a different approach in society to teach our youth the value of...
No, but you could do here. We could do what we want to do. The problem is people assuming that the world could be perfect. And really and truly, what is our issue here is politics has gotten into people's head. So what politicians have been doing, like Fat Albert, right? It's Fat Albert. Nigel, I call him Fat Albert, right? So Fat Albert going about, after being a successful lawyer, going about telling people about their shortcomings, pit latrine, everything he finding under the sun, right? But nobody pays attention that he has his personal interests. He's going to tell people of the things that they are now short of in their life. That he knew all the time that they're short of in their life, by the way. Since the 60s, they knew. What the politicians have been doing is getting in people's head, highlighting things to them that didn't affect them before it was brought to their attention. But nobody wants to make the effort. Brother, when I look at where I am today and where I used to be, I realize all the shortcomings in my life were as a direct result of my fault. You understand what I'm telling you? At some point in time, you got to own up to your shortcomings. Now, when we get all these roads, when we get all these hospitals, you got good health care, you got food up to date, reasonable cost of living and all them things. What are you willing to do as a citizen to make your life better? And when you ask Guyanese that, they don't plan for do nothing.
Yeah, exactly. What can you do?
You have a road. You go in and get a road to Mabura now. From Mabura, about 30 minutes drive, they're gold mining operation. 30 minutes drive from Mabura. That video I'll show you the gold mining operation is 30 minutes drive from Mabura. It didn't even reach Madia.
I used to work with Troy. You see, back in the days going up to let them aside in the trailer was not easy.
It was rough. No, I'm saying it is made easy. Are you going to leave with your car and go to Mabura to see for a job now? No. So what's the purpose? You got to capitalize on the road to success. You understand? Yeah. What you plan for do? Are you going to mortgage your house and take that money and take the risk to make more money? No, you ain't willing to do it. Well, you guys shut your fucking mouth and stay the back of the class. Hey, you talk, bro. Let me go.
Yeah.
You understand? You gotta go to the back of the class. Like me, when I watch the picture. Watch the picture with me. I walking towards becoming something. When I did them, me know who they got some freaks like Sianas or this gym junkie, as call them, right? Me like that thing. I go down there for purpose, buddy. For better me. You gotta walk to it, you gotta make effort towards something. You just can't follow you lap. I mean, I'm not talking, chatting there. I hear we saying, and there's this sentiment so a lot of people say, oh, how black people does do, how Indian people do, how American people do. Well, I tell you, for the most part, if you look by population, you'd realize we're all the same. You got the statistics. But how the bridges run? Who used to building all these roads and so forth? While the Indian man have the opportunity in the freeway for go making money in the farm and thing. He come down on a road, even when PNC used to run the country. He come down on a road, through an economy, sell an economy. How can you look at your brother in a derogatory manner? You know who's the biggest spenders? Like you talking about the Indian man get money. We get money from him. He pull it out the hole. He pull it out the bati. You know who's the biggest spenders in this economy? Black people. So you got a BM suit. Got thousands of car and bus for the road. He would be a fool to watch black people anywhere out there. Who you believe is 75% of his credit customers? You can't forget though. But what happened? You can't beat up on a man because we nearsighted. We ain't really back away from the scene and watch it. You talking about yes, you're in your business, you make balance. Who eating you balance? We ain't got a Jewish, like all the Jewish people, they got a community. Yeah, it's always Guyanese. You gotta watch it, it's Guyanese. And the times are changing. And when a black man come out, buy what you are getting money, and say, partner, you can't get with you there. No part of the world. You go to America, you get more money per hour. But you ain't gonna get up. No way. Only entrepreneurs get up. For that money where you're dreaming about, you gotta become an entrepreneur, you gotta be smart. You gotta be willing to take on problem and stress. You understand me? That's what we gotta do. We gotta address it. When a man come crying to you, I ask you, what you do for better your life? What have you ever done for better your life? And then you could cause he. But don't label all black people or all Indian people or all Amerindian people. Because one of the biggest businesses on the Linden Lethem Trail is part so because of a Amerindian woman. And I could only imagine how much other bush bottom they like though. You understand? So how we labeling people if you don't know? Then look at, you're talking about Indian and black. We watching one another. The Chinese man come put Indian and black to shame. Is Indian supermarket owner and black supermarket owner crying now, hollering, oh, the Chinese man come and he better than we. Y'all wise up. Let me look at this thing holistically. Because let me say you is an Indian of importance and you make money. Maybe you could do that in India. You could go there in India and sell your thing and type of black. You can't type of black people in this country. Especially in a derogatory manner. I mean generalizing them. You know why? You know why? Because it's them is the spending power. You go jump in a bus, there's a black man carrying you around. You jump in a taxi. No, Indian black and so. But predominantly, you depended on the protection, the army in general. The Indian man never went there. So what you gonna say? We could disrespect the black man and the black man was the only one willing to protect. We ain't talking about a perfect army. We're talking about the army. But imagine when the man going in the mindset. He got go, hold a gun down the hot sun, and there he going at the bar though, for fight for you. You're in there with your money and your weapon. No, we can't think so. Because you ain't choosing, no? So what was supposed to say? You is that a good person, man. You choose money. Why you don't come here alongside of me? No, me choose though. You choose though. I choose though. When we can discuss things, or we can get serious with one another, we can just say, yo, we dealing with this thing individually. That all black man is going by chain. And black people have chose professionalism, have chose a unique journey. What they're now being misled by people like Fat Albert and Norton. They're being misled by these people to believe that they could get more in the future. No. Job, and once when you add a degree to your thing, it adds a degree of money. Just though. Like me, the money I could make is limitless. I just wake up in the morning and say, I want to make more money by TBN. I want to do this, raise the price of this, call in more advertising, more money. You ain't got no limit as to how much money I can make. You understand? And that is what you have to get in your head. And that is what you have to have an understanding of. Remember, the only thing you could get here is we keeping it real. Keep it real all the time. Peace out.